What is going on, everybody? This is your host of the Bong Talk Sit-Down Series, Nappy 2000. And today I have very, very special guests coming on the show. I have Macnifcient, Slo Meezy, and Sid from Crash Dummy Records. If you haven't peeped out their catalog of just what they've been doing within the industry, within every genre, you need to check it out, or you'll just be informed when you watch this interview. So I'm Nappy 2000 and we're about to get into it. And also I just want to say thank you to all the sponsors of the show, which will be seen on the screen. So let's get into it.
Okay, so we're gonna start with you. So you're also doing big things and you're a part of, a Grammy-nominated collective, being from Canada. So, talk about being a part of that in your area, because I don't know if there's many people within that Midwest area or that mid region that you're talking about that are doing maybe what you're doing.
I hate to sound like an asshole. I'm probably the only one in my area that's doing what I'm doing, like, respectfully. But at the end of the day, I'm putting on for my city. I didn't forget where I came from. So, but it's like a dream. But the thing is, like, I knew TM for like almost 10 years, or going on 10 years. So, and my manager is his best friend, and that's how I came in contact with TM. Was through his best friend, Spiker. So yeah, like, I think it was like maybe 2013 when I got in contact with Spiker, and I saw this one song, because Spiker used to be a rapper, my manager, and he was rapping on TM's beats at the time. So one of his songs showed up on my YouTube recommendations, and like I clicked on it and I listened to the song, but the beat, like the song was fire, but I've never heard a beat like that in my life. TM, like his beats back then were like, and I'm not taking away from what he's doing now, because he's just out of here with the beats. But his beats back then, like I said, I never heard anything like it, and I was like, man, I want to work with these guys. So I ended up making a Twitter account, and then I hit up Spiker on Twitter, got his email, and then from there it just, we just stayed in contact throughout these years and stuff. So I feel like it was luck, but like, for all this to happen and stuff. But that's
divine intervention.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. It's just like, I don't know. I never thought I'd be in this position, like right now with TM and these guys and stuff. So I mean, what happened, and I'm grateful for it. So,
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, because I know Canada has, different sections, and sometimes they're not even known for hip hop all the time. So
right.
for you to be popping out like that and being the only one, I mean, hey man, pop your shit. If you're the only one, you're the only one. It is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, like, I'm gonna put on for my city and shit, and like I said, like, I'm not gonna forget where I came from. But, and like what I was mentioning earlier too, like, my music is really gravitated towards like Atlanta, and I also grew up on 3 6 Mafia too. So like, I feel like Memphis sound plays a part in my producing too. And I've learned so much from just talking with Mac, like, every day, and like the history of, like, Memphis and stuff, and all these artists and stuff. And yeah, it's a blessing to get to know people like Mac and Slo.
Yeah, legends, for real.
Yeah, legends in the making.
Yeah. It's
on the way,
all
for
there.
sure.
Yeah, on the way.
Yeah.
On the way. It's the numbers are there. The numbers is there. And like you said too, Sid, about the sound of Memphis. I don't think that gets talked about enough, because there's this album that 3 6 Mafia has called The End. I don't know if we all heard The End. There's a song called, I think it's Body Parts on it. I think it's called Body Parts. That beat alone sounds ridiculous. The Memphis sound,
Matt,
the Memphis sound
Matt could
back
probably,
then.
yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm
no,
getting it. I'm
Matt could
going.
probably explain it. I
Yeah,
know the song's body, like, Mac, isn't there body parts 1, part 2, and part
yeah.
3?
I was about to transition to bro.
So
The Memphis sound was already like
yeah,
transforming then in the 90s.
Right.
So Mac,
right.
speak on that a little bit.
To be honest to you, I'm just like him, you know. Because being from Memphis, you hear a lot of dog sounds. And I'm sure this interview gonna get out. So I'm sure a lot of Memphis people gonna see it. But you don't got a lot of Memphis people that sing, or if they do sing, they haven't really just taken off like that. So you hear, like I said, a lot of things out here is about spin, 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 spin. Like we haven't had probably crunk music since 3 6. I'm talking about real crunk music. Shout out Duke Deuce. I'm lying. Duke Deuce was like the last thing we had super crunk music. But
Yeah.
on a for real note, I said just I didn't think I was gonna be doing what I'm doing. I thought I was just gonna be making Memphis type music until I started getting around the guys. And everybody got a different mindset on where they want to go musically, which actually kind of helped us all be able to take a piece of each other and just put that on and be able to transform their sound into something from where we started. So I've never been to Canada. I like to go, but I've never been. But if it wasn't for me being able to link with Sid, I wouldn't think about ever making music for the weekend. And that's somebody I aspire to work with, but I just wouldn't know what direction to go in. Sid good at it. Down the slow. He good at making a lot of Atlanta music, Atlanta sounding, like I said. In our actuality, when you put us three together, you think, okay, Sid know how to make this type of music. Slo know how to make this type of music. TM and the rest of the guys know how to make this type of music. So it's like being able to learn something from everybody at the end of the day just make the perfect gumbo.
Yeah.
Perfect gumbo. The perfect mix. Perfect gumbo. So at the end of the day, just to even sit back and watch them cook up and be able to be a part of what's going on is just crazy. Because like I said, I mean, I'm from Memphis. I wasn't listening to pop music at one point. I wasn't listening to rock music at one point. Like, it took me to start going through some things to start listening to some music outside of the regular genre, the regular norm genre in Memphis.
Got you.
So, and just again, being able to come into a collective where everybody do something a little different. Because as you learning each other, you also learning from each other. So learning to like the types of music that you don't often listen to, or learning to make the type of music that you don't often make. So
Exactly.
tremendously. And even though we in different parts of the world or different parts of the city, it's like we all live under the same roof for real, if that makes sense, even though we spread out apart. And then when everybody come together, it's almost like, like when your cousins used to spend the night at your house.
At your grandma's crib.
Yeah, like it's like that type of feel. Like your cousins, your brothers, you don't mind sleeping on the floor because you're around, your family members. So it's just like the bond is the most important component as to what's going on right now. Just having that bond. So
no, the bond is there, and Meezy, to piggyback on what he was talking about, you guys all collaborated on Dead Last, and that song alone, I'm like, y'all got Rick Ross, Meek Mill, Vori, and Fabulous on one song. On one song. I don't know if y'all knew they were all going to be on that one song, but y'all got Fabulous on the song. You know what I'm saying? So, so talk about collaborating on that sound, and bringing back, and I think Meek Mill's best music that he's dropped in quite some time.
Facts. All right, so first thing on that beat, shout out my boy B March and Kid Wonder. So this another collaboration with somebody who in a whole nother place. So Kid Wonder from Chicago, but
Okay,
he filed with the
Wonder.
keys. Yeah, bro. So man, he sent us the melody, and like I said, we tried something different. Didn't want to make something that's predictable. So you hear how the drums, everything came out. Like that beat so smooth. I can honestly say we never had Meek and Rick Ross in mind for it. We thinking like, bro, this damn Kid Leroy and folks like that, bro. Like, man, they gonna eat this up. But yeah, we didn't know initially until the engineer hit us up. Was like, yeah, you're gonna have Meek, bro, Blase going on. Bro, I was like, hold on. So I'm trying to, like Max say, you go back and listen to the beat 100 times, trying to think, like, all right, damn, how Meek Mill finna sound on here? How Rick Ross? Then the Fab and the Vori part, I know about that too, but it really was a surprise to me. I need to see the song come out, listen to it, hear it myself. And I heard it, I'm like, bro, this shit's so cool because I grew up listening to Fabulous. Like, he was out when I was in high school, bro. Shit, everybody. So.
And not to really just being on what he's speaking on, but just to kind of go back to earlier when you were speaking about my uncle Double, but he was hanging around when we were younger. Like he had already made his way on the music scene. So a couple of them I had met before, but I wasn't doing music, like not professionally anyway. So you just kind of rub shoulders with these people and you just, oh, I saw Fabulous, I saw Rick Ross. And you never really just think none of it. But it's so crazy how life come back full circle. So I'm just like him. I didn't expect, I didn't know who it was going to go to, but it was just the vibe alone to the beat. If you had never heard their vocals on it, that's something you could just ride to and vibe out to, hit your bone to, you know what I'm saying? So even before a lot of vocals even hit this music that we make, this is how we know it's that much of a hit. When you can really vibe out to the beat alone with no vocals, you can imagine whenever artists get on it, it's gonna go that much crazy. So it's already crazy beat wise. And TM like a super perfectionist. So he didn't instill that on us as well, on being able to be your own worst critic, on if there's something that could be changed at the time before it actually goes out, change it. If it could be changed, because once it's out, it's out. So the main thing is like, he a real chemist, like, it's too much water. No, there's too much.
For real.
You know, like a real chemist.
He's on his he's on his alchemy shit for real.
Man, like, bro, the stuff that he been teaching us kind of make my hair stand up on my head on it being so surreal. Because like Sid said, you know, watching these people from afar from the internet and having such a crazy run that they had and being able to be a part of the collective in the long run. I mean, every day I make sure I thank God, and I tell the guys as much as possible, like, thank them for everything, because like I said, they didn't help shape the sound of what's going on when I was stuck in a complacent place. Because like I said, in Memphis, you're only hearing 90-95% spin, because that's kind of what's going on. But
right,
take my sound elsewhere and be able to get something else added on to it and do something outside of the norm is just a good feeling in general.
Right. You guys like you guys are chemists, you guys are alchemists when it comes to the music. You guys sit at a round table with all these different chemicals. You know what I'm saying? Like on some, you know, sugar, spice, and everything nice type shit, and being like, all right, so what are we about to explode now? You know what I'm saying? What are we about to create today?
It's the part, and that's the part where we really got in our mind, like, okay, we just gonna crash the world. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna crash the world with this, because like I said, we're gonna do some of this. They think they know what move we're gonna make, but we're gonna go like when they think we're gonna go this direction, we're gonna go in the other direction. And a lot, and believe it or not, because some people only listen to one genre, they don't even know how much other music that we got out there in other genres. They may not catch on to that to 5-10 years down the line. And they be like, oh, they did what? Because they so stuck on just one genre. So when they finally catch on, they gonna be so behind, but they gonna be so ecstatic to listen to what they listen to, because majority of these songs, when they do finally listen to other genres, be their favorite song. Or if it's not the male's favorite song, it's your girl's favorite song. So if it's your girl's favorite song, you got to know your girl gonna play her favorite song. You feel me? You gonna hear it, but it just hasn't resonated it. Crash Dummy created. When you figure that out, it make you love it that much more. So then you and your girl bonding even better, because your girl been liking the song. You probably got tired of her playing the song until you found out it was produced by. So now y'all got something to talk about, something to bring y'all closer.
Exactly. Crash Dummy fixing relationships out here.
And fixing relationships. Favorite relationship.
Crash Dummy Intervention, boy.
Trying to make everything. We trying to make it, because music is at least rap right now is like in a crazy place, and salute everybody that's putting it down. But I feel like I said, if we able to create in every genre, man, and just be able to put somebody in every genre, I just feel like, you know, we putting our gift out to the world as well as being able to get that gift back. So that's the main thing.
Right. And two, like you're providing something new, something fun, because I think right now in different areas you can say that you're getting repetitive things. You're getting the same type of quality. You're getting type of McDonald's type music. That shit's getting served to you hella fast.
Fast food, man.
That's what makes you want to change the sound, and that's where Tim like, if we gonna be this great, or we gonna go here, we gonna go there. This is what we need to do. So we having these pep talks amongst each other like every day, and this is why I say like what one do is a reflection upon us all. Even if one of us lacking in something, we try to make sure we do our best to cope and help uplift each other, to put each other on the same track, because like I said, it's just better when the team work as a whole. So man, we just want to go in a direction and, man, be great, you know, encourage the next generation. I mean, the world in a crazy place right now as it is. So like I said, we just want to make everything feel good in a universal sense for the world.
Yeah. No, you are. And two, like I mean, me and Meezy were talking about that, like you were saying, like songs I may not have heard. We were talking about that Wiz Khalifa song. I was listening to that song. I didn't know Meezy, the dude I was talking to, made participated in making the song. So it was kind of like I'm already in line with the frequency that you guys are playing. And two, these songs that I'm hearing, that Wiz Khalifa song, it's a feel good song. It's not something that you can't play when it's gonna make you feel uplifted.
It's such a good song.
It is.
Like, it gives you good vibes, man. My kid knows the whole lyric of the song already.
Oh wow.
Like, he loves it. He remembered the lyrics within like a day. Like, he had it on repeat.
Damn.
Yeah, like, he loves it. And that just goes to show like how much of an impact that type of music, you know, gives people. Like even my kid, like, he heard that and he's like, wow, like, he could not stop playing it. It's one of those type of beats. It's one of those type of songs where it just pulls everyone together. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
bro.
Go ahead, Slo.
No, I'm about to say, like, bro, I actually had the opportunity to watch Wiz perform it. So the section I was in, I could see the whole crowd and everybody like legit was fucking with it before Wiz even like really engaged the crowd. Like, man, wave your hands, like, bro, to see that shit. Like, it was one of the more interactive songs for the crowd. Like, it's a great feeling, because it's like, damn, we really did that shit, bro.
And that's the type of music like I want to continue to make, especially like, you know, just going forward. Like, I will say this, like, this whole year since the beginning of January, like, I made maybe 2 or 3 trap beats. Everything else has been like just different shit, honestly.
It is.
You know, we did so much trap music last year, man. It's time to make a change, honestly. So, and make that feel good music.
And it's not that we gonna stop making trap or nothing like that. It's just, you know,
we
got trap. That shit probably lasts us to 2030.
And how many beats we made last year, Mac, in total? Well, not like exact. I know we don't know the exact amount, but like
definitely in the thousands.
Yeah,
easily in the thousands.
Yeah, since the beginning of last year, January.
And
so, like Mark said, we got plenty of trap beats.
Yeah, so it's like next couple of years,
an infinite amount of trap beats.
For the years, we pretty much good on the trap. So, not saying that we won't make nothing new trap wise, but as of right now, like, while we got so much trap, let's go ahead and start building up our category for the other genres of the stuff we lacking, from pop, Latin, sound for stuff for soundtracks, TV syncs, movie syncs, reggae,
R&B, everything.
Gospel.
Anything, everything, bro.
Like
Gospel.
everything outside of trap as of right now. But yeah, we just
Yeah.
trying to definitely go next level, man.
Right. So with Crash Dummy moving forward into this new year of 2024, and because I see y'all moving into the future, even in 2025, what can you guys expect for the rest of this year from each and every one of you guys? We'll start with you, Meezy.
Man, I know one of my goals, and I want to see this for all of us. Like, man, we get Grammy-nominated, get plaques in every genre. Like, just nail shit. Every genre we do, get number ones, stay on the top tens for the rest of the year. Like, show the world what we really doing. Like, don't box us in. Like, man, let us come out here, entertain y'all, give y'all this good music again. And that's what the world lacking right now. It's either gonna have that fast food shit or the stuff we took time on. And really, bro, we go through shit, but we still sit down and do this. So you got like real feelings, real emotion, and everything we doing. Like that's what music needs. You gonna love this shit. So gonna make y'all trust us, man, and enjoy what we do.
Yes, sir. Stop putting it in the hip hop section. It's pop. It's
Thank you.
pop music.
Thank
So, say what you got.
Yeah, just kind of going off what Slo said. Just getting those accomplishments. Grammy nominations, plaques, all that. But for me, and I'm sure it's the same with Slo and Mac. Like, I want to keep evolving our sound. That's like my biggest goal. Just stay ahead of the game, basically. Keep it fresh, keep it new. Yeah.
Right. More music for your child to dance to, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And the moonwalk too.
And man, when he's over, because I get him every weekend, but when he's over here, man, he's right beside me on his Nintendo Switch, but he's bobbing his head to the beats I'm cooking up to and stuff. I gave him my old MIDI keyboard too, so he'll be pretending to play the keyboard and stuff. So right alongside me, so it's awesome, man. Awesome.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, more power, more love to that. More accolades on that one for sure.
Yes, sir.
Mac, what you got?
Longevity, health, wealth, prosperity. That's it.
What more can you ask for?
Amen. Yeah.
Amen. No, that's real. Honestly, what more can you ask for? In today's age right now, what we got going on, that's all we need, really. Because when you have those three things, you can make the type of music y'all are making.
Yeah, man, to be able to wake up and even just experiment, even if you don't really make nothing throughout the day, but just kind of experimenting with different sounds that you don't usually do out the norm. It's just something that goes towards where you're trying to get to in the long run. So
right.
Might create something new when you just try shit out. So like TM always say, man, you just got to be in the gym.
For sure.
While you in the gym, bro, you just gonna keep growing, keep evolving.
It's the 24th year. We got that mumble mentality all this year. We got that mumble mentality.
Hey, so Nappy at TM crib, right there on this floor under the TV, you got the mumble mentality, big as hell. You can't miss it. So TM showing everybody who come over there what his mindset is. So you got to think just like him, bro.
In dead ass in the middle of the whole
the TV right there. What's this? The fireplace? Maybe it's the TV.
It's the Mamba mentality resting place, man. It's just right there.
Right. And like when you sit down, ain't no way you can look up and then look right here and not see it. It's the Kobe Bryant, all black, half face, Mamba mentality, and it's the 24th year currently. So that's what we own.
Yes, sir. It's the 24th year. It's 2024. So 2 for his daughter as well.
For sure.
Number 2.
That's fucking crazy.
Man, Kobe's my favorite player, y'all. That shit hurt so bad. Shit.
I feel it because Kobe probably my second best player. I'm gonna go with Jordan first, but Kobe, it definitely hit me in the chest as well. That's of all things.
That's part of our childhood growing up. So it's like you remember how music made you feel when you was growing up. We trying to bring that back. So I think we implement that Mamba mentality into it, make folks think of Kobe in the music. So all the good shit from back then, bring it to the now. We need the good shit, not all this. We see what's going on. Right.
Kobe was such a gym freak from being in the gym and perfecting his craft. Like definitely having that mentality when it comes to the music is just as vital. Because like I said, when it comes to this music, you got to live this shit. You got to breathe this shit. You can't. I mean, you can do it as a hobby, and then you're gonna get the hobby results. But I mean, but you can do it, as, as something you love and get the results out of it. Because like again, you got two type of people. Now we all do it for the money, but don't get me wrong. Like those who really love it do it because they love to do it. You sitting on a talent that's gonna get you paid regardless. So doing it for the love of it is the most important part. And like I said, we all go through something on a daily basis, whether it be good or bad. So just to kind of be able to implement that feeling into the music always creates that beast when it comes to pushing out the music.
Mm-hmm. Most definitely it does. It does. Because how you shoot in practice is how you're going to shoot in the game. That's real life. That's real life. So be in the gym. Shouts out to Kobe. Shouts out to Kobe. Shouts out to Crash Dummy. And shouts out to TM88 for giving you guys this. This is bigger than a platform, bro. This is bigger than a platform, giving you this whole universe and for you to create your own constellation and pretty much your own planet. For real. This is really dope.
Definitely. And then he's such an unselfish person that he like, man, I had my time and I'm still having my time, but it's y'all time. Like y'all the next thing. So no matter what we do out there, generation wise for the music, it's still a part of him as well. But just to kind of give us that spotlight and put us in that forefront and be able to take on some of the same things he took on and get the same feel and results that he have, it's just crazy, man. Because it's a lot of selfish people out there. So for him to push us in the forefront and for him to kind of play the background, it's like learning to swim without a lifeguard. You know what I mean? So definitely surreal.
Most definitely. So this is my very last question. Very, very last question. I think I've asked this at the very beginning, but ultimately, what has Crash Dummy really done for you guys mentally, physically, and just overall spiritually, just when it comes to making this music and this frequency? What has it really done for you in your life? We'll start with you, Sid.
Just growing as a person and just learning off my peers like Mac and Slo and the rest of the Crash Dummy members. But yeah, I just want to continue to, grow with these guys. This is just the beginning for us, and man, I want to do this to the day, to my very last breath, man. I want to keep continuing to make music. That's really what I want to do, and just keep growing with Crash Dummy.
Beautiful, beautiful. Slo, what you got?
You might have asked me that last time, but it's like, bro, it's just a dream come true. And then growing up and knowing TM, like just seeing them on some casual shit, and finally got this opportunity where we work together and we got the same goal. And I get to do something that I've been wanting to do pretty much my whole life. Like I knew from 15, way before that, middle school, whatever age I was in 6th grade, bro.
He was like 12, 11.
Something like that, bro, because that's when, like I told you, I was a band. I had to go. I remember going to the music store. I had to go pick up the snare drum, little xylophone, whatever. But I seen a beat machine. I'm like, hold on. I want to make beats. Man, it didn't happen then, but fast forward to now, man, it's like, damn, I'm glad I did get the opportunity to start and stay in the gym, have that Mamba mentality. TM opened up this door like, fuck, I was dreaming. Now it's awake. I'm awake, bro. That's reality. And what we doing, bro, we going fucking crazy. Like you said, TM so selfish. Probably the most selfish person I ever met in my life. Bro, that shit's unreal what TM be doing. So I'm just grateful for bro. Man. That's all I can really say. Shout out to TM, man. Shout out my motherfucking brother, man.
88.
Yeah, man. The GOAT.
Man, Mac, what you got, man?
What has Crash Dummy done for me? I'm in Memphis, first and foremost. So for the people to see this, do your research. The easiest thing to do is to get into something in Memphis. It's the easiest thing to do. To walk out the door and life could change like that. So I say definitely saved me from really ripping and running the street still. You know what I'm saying? In a time that he came and grabbed me out of Memphis, was like during COVID. And around this time I had a hookah lounge, and without trying to be long-winded during this conversation, I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible. But I had a hookah lounge, and just so happened that hookah
You can make
lounge,
it. You can. Hey man, if you gotta be long-winded, be long-winded.
So during this stint, when COVID had hit, you know, you got social distancing. So everything had got shut down to where people can go out and eat, things of that nature. When I had this hookah lounge out here in Memphis, of course, it got shut down due to the COVID pandemic. So it was like, oh, y'all can only have about 10 to 15 people in here. But this club was so jumping that 10, 15 people ain't enough to pay this club as well as the people to come in and do the work. So I'm like, damn, I'm sitting on all this money. What am I gonna do? Then I got a call. Shout out my boy Tommy. You know what I'm saying? Tommy called me. It's like a little brother to TM. Tommy called me, and TM gonna be calling you soon. TM called me, and Dre Blake also called me. And it was more so, was I still interested in signing with Crash Dummy? And it just goes to show with God's timing, like he got everything worked out, even when you're trying to figure it out, he already got it worked out. So in all honesty, like I didn't know what I was gonna do. Like I said, I had money to do stuff, but everything shut down everywhere. So it's like I can spend it, but I can't really spend it and enjoy spending other than spending it actually on bills. So I couldn't really just go out and have a good time like that. I couldn't run a club due to that. And literally the day after that, I said I got that call out the blue. And I immediately, after I got that call and got off the phone with them, I immediately was like thanking God, like, because I know he was watching over me. Ain't no way TM could have known. He didn't. He might have known I had a hookah lounge. I don't know, because we weren't having conversations like that. But I don't know. But it just was the timing that, like God's timing on how that came about. Because, like I said, I'm wrecking my head trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Because, like I said, I'm sitting on money that I can't really spend because I can't enjoy myself with spending the money. So I'm like, what I'm gonna do? And boom, that fell right in my lap. So ain't no telling what I would have did if he didn't swoop in when he swooped in. And like I said, this Memphis, the easiest thing to do is to get into something. And that something can alter your life that quick. So I definitely say that changed my life. Being able to meet people even from outside of Memphis and build a bond with them also helped change my life. Because we all, like I said, we all kind of go through something. So to be able to have conversations when we're going through something to help uplift one another, like just helping somebody else make me feel good, just like people helping us makes us feel good. So that alone, being a blessing unto one another, definitely is one of those things that I overly thank CM for, as well as I overly thank the guys for. Because like I said, I mean, I wouldn't even be here in this interview right now. I'd probably be somewhere ripping and running the streets, and CM just fell in my lap, just like that contract fell in my lap, just like that. Because it had been in talks for about a year prior, and I was like, man, I can't wait on it.
Yeah.
So, and it just fell in my lap. And like God always just kind of keep a reserve bank for you, not for when you want it, but for when you need it.
Yeah,
I needed
exactly.
it, and when I needed it, he was like, man, my son cash in. You can go ahead and cash out, and boom, that was the contract. So that definitely, like I said, that's probably one of the bigger things that kind of saved my life, because I don't know what I would honestly be doing. So it's Memphis, like I said.
Beautiful.
You research, check it out. He's wicked out here.
I've done research on the North Memphis area, so I know I know a little
No.
I know a little bit.
Outside now, I'm from the east side, but
Oh, from
really
the east side.
everything everything that go on in one part of Memphis go on all over Memphis. You know what I mean? But, not to relish about what go on in the city, just it's just a blessing to be able to still be here without any hurt, harm, or danger going on, and to be focused on the real goal at hand. So when I'm actually on a bigger scale, because like I said, I still maneuver around the city, but I'm also such a homebody because everything I'm able to do, I'm able to kind of do from home, as well as going to travel and do it. So I just want to be able to plant my feet into what's going on, what we got going on, and be able to bring something back to the city. And like I said, in the long run, just be able to, if possible, have my star. So have a star with my name on it on bill. You know what I'm saying? Do something on the scale of like what 3-6 did, if not bigger. You know what I'm saying? Being able to present opportunities like I was presented an opportunity. So
Exactly. There's one theme I'm seeing from this entire interview. TM88 has like almost like some type of guardian angels or some type of like divine connection to all three of y'all. It was kind of like, oh yeah, I know his best friend. Oh yeah, I know Whoop-de Whoop. Oh yeah, Whoop-de Whoop call me. It's crazy how you guys were already connected to TM before you were already part of Crash Dummy.
This the thing that I want everybody to know is that when you doing something great, whether it's sports, music, whatever, you never know who in the crowd watching of importance that's gonna help you get to the next level. So make sure whatever it is that you're doing, make sure you're doing it to the best of your ability. Because you never know who in that crowd scouting to take you to that next level. That's like the most important part. And TM's such a big firm believer in God and prayer and all that. So in all honesty, like that all alone just works out full circle for the whole group in general. So like I said, it's so much more bigger than music. But when it comes down to the music, that's why we putting out great music. So definitely have a connection to everybody in some type of way, on like you said, like the guardian angel type of way. But like I said, just kind of being that scout and not knowing that TM kind of just been in the cut observing, like, I see him. I can turn him to a beast. I can turn him to a beast. If I put this collective together, I know we really gonna be on steroids. And he a gym freak as well, so.
Shout out TM and Tommy, man.
Shout out
Tommy.
Crash Dummy. Definitely shout out to that boy Birdie.
Well, Birdie.
Mm-hmm. And now you guys are gold, platinum, Grammy-nominated. I mean, shit.
Man.
More to come. More to come on video games and all that shit, bro. On NBA, sports TV, ESPN, ABC. Damn.
Man, shit, think about the next interview, man.
I know.
It's all on the way, man.
In my opinion, I feel like people haven't really seen none yet. We barely got the stove on. It's hot enough. It's still hot if you put your hand right there, but we ain't reached that peak yet. It's coming.
Yeah, like I said, it's just the beginning right now. So like, just got to stay tuned. That's really all it is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, I appreciate having this conversation with y'all all the way from Memphis, all the way from, you said Regina, Canada?
Yes, Canada.
Regina, Canada, and all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. We are world, and then we got Michelle in the cut in Australia. I appreciate every single one of y'all for real for just giving me your guys' story and, you know, ultimately getting down a little bit deeper to like this music thing and why you guys are doing it and this relationship that you guys have with each other in Crash Dummy Records. I really appreciate y'all for giving me this story and, you know, expressing this too. I appreciate y'all for coming on the show for real. Stay tuned, everybody. This is Bong Talk. I'm Nappy 2000. We'll be right back.
Crafted from the fires of dragons, chilled on the highest peaks of Everest, the Canagard is designed for perfection, using only the freshest herbs our planet has to offer. cultivated by years of experience. El Toro Verde, crisp, rich draw, slow resin burn. Be bold, be elegant, be the bull. El Toro Verde, you should be smoking.
I didn't even know Pooh Shiesty was from Memphis, bro.
What?
I didn't even know. I didn't even know because I don't like bro's music really. So I didn't really like tap in.
That's fair. That's fair.
Okay.
I didn't really tap
I'm glad
into
you said it. Glad you said it because see now you can attest to where I come from when I say like, well, shit,
Yeah.
I get so sick of hearing the same shit because it's a lot of innocent people dying in Memphis and outside of Memphis on listening to that shit that's being portrayed at the time.
Yeah, get it back in blood, shit.
Yeah, like and in all honesty, like it's an unfortunate situation. So it's like I don't really want to take that and run with that narrative. You know what I'm saying? With saying, okay, well, I want to bring this artist up and bring that artist up because it's enough of that shit that's already enough of the false advertisement going on in the industry as it is.
Yeah.
People instead of people saying, well, look, half of the shit I rap about is not even real, so don't do it. You don't really hear it. They're not advocating and pushing it. Not that it's actually for them to do that, but you got to think like, even though people ain't, even though they don't want to be role models, you got a lot of people that still look up to you at the end of the day by default because they love your music. And just people kind of run with that narrative. And I just kind of don't want to run with that narrative to make shit worse than what it is. And then they be like, well, shit, that's the reason why Memphis still the way that it is. Like, I just don't want that type of jacket on my back. I want my star on the Walk of Fame on Beale Street.
Right.
In the long run.
Right.
So,
yeah, because I'm like 3-6 got an Oscar. Like that's beyond a Grammy, beyond everything. They have an Oscar.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, when you think about people who did it the right way in the city, I always refer back to 3-6 and I always refer back to how they embraced me. And they all embraced me. I didn't meet them all at once because Lil White stayed in my mama neighborhood when I was probably like in 2010. And I used to jog around my mama neighborhood just to get some exercise. And my little brother used to always be like, oh, well, Lil White stay right around the corner. And I didn't know. And I just so haven't ran into him. And we did music and I called Project Pat directly on the phone. And they just kind of started linking me in with everybody in 3-6 Mafia in the long run.
Yeah. Yeah, that Getty Green album, bro, is one of my
Getty Green for
my
you,
favorite project.
But Mr. Don't Play in
Mr. Don't Play.
Mr. Don't Play, Laying the Smackdown is the ones for me. For sure. Getty Green was like my brother's era. With me being 34, Getty Green, my brother like 39. It's like I fuck with Getty Green too, but I relate more to Mr. Don't Play and Laying the Smackdown.
Right. Yeah, that project is. I mean, Project Pat, bro, is a.
Those his top 3 albums for sure though. Getty Green in that order. Getty Green, Mr. Don't Play, Laying the Smackdown. Top 3.
You know it's crazy. I don't know how 3-6 music grew and got out the way it did, but I remember I was like 5th grade, 6th grade, that little shit. I had an older cousin. Nigga, we was way in country ass part of Ohio, Warren, Ohio. And she had the 3-6 Mafia album.
And also,
want me to make a new one?
The sponsors of the show.
Oh shit, that's rough.
Yeah, it's 40. There's 35 seconds left on this. I set this shit for 2 hours.
You good?
Nah, just real quick. It just in Warren, Ohio, folks were standing in line to buy that 3-6 album. I remember standing in line with my cousin when she bought that motherfucker. So Memphis music damn sure made an impact. Like,
but you
probably
know
globally, nigga.
You know what's crazy though? While you talking about 3-6 at the time, y'all might have been heavily on 3-6. In Memphis, we was listening to a lot of Atlanta shit. Ludacris, shit like that. Lil Jon, Pastor Troy. All right, man. Good kicking shit with y'all, man.
Nappy.
Hey, salute, bro. Salute.
Eeks.
Oh wait, it's still going.
Bitch ain't even in. That
Hold
shit
up.
says surprise, motherfuckers.
Oh, so
What the fuck?
Oh no! I thought I was just gonna drop.
Me too. They usually do that.
Yeah.
They would be mid convo. Boom.
Oh well, Slo, what was you saying about the your cousin?
Yeah, man, we standing in line like and bought a 3-6 album, and I don't know if that was my first time when I heard them, but I just love their shit after that. And one of my favorite, I want to say songs, but it's a beat, and I just sent it to you, Matt. With Paul the Infamous,
Yeah.
thing, the Kings of Memphis. What that shit called?
Yes. Some Reaching My Groove. I didn't even
Yeah, boy, that motherfucking beat so.
First of all, what you just sent me, I haven't even got it yet. But I knew that's the song you were talking about because that's the top song
What?
on that.
Nah, I sent it to you a while ago. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and
I didn't even get it. I didn't.
Nah, cause you had said something about it when I sent it. Hold on, bro.
He was like, I didn't go through.
Yeah,
it was a while ago. It was a couple months.
When you think about that album, it's the exact song. That's the top song. So I knew before you could even tell me what song you was talking about.
Yeah, cause that shit, and it took me a couple years to find it. Cause you remember, we so old now. I grew up about the little bootleg mixtape, had a little Walkman, whatever. I'm talking about, boy, it surprised me. My dad bought it for me, and that was one of the songs on whatever mixtape that was on.
Yeah.
Boy, that shit had me in the chokehold to this day.
Yeah.
Till this day, nigga.
That
shit so hard, bro.
Real
I just like, and that's what I'm saying. I could listen to that song and it take me back to that point in my life. That's why I like listen to a lot of old shit now, cause like what's going on in the world, that nostalgic feeling, that shit unbeatable, bro. Like how Max said he don't play video games. I don't either. I go on YouTube and watch all them games from Super Nintendo, all that, and watch people play them. I ain't gonna buy the shit, but it's like, damn, nigga, I used to play this shit. I might see them finally beat the game and shit. I just like my memories from back then.
Yeah.
Cause shit, like hell yeah. Since then, look at life now. That's when I used to see all my cousins at my grandma's crib. Like shit, now they ain't got neither one of my grandmas. I don't see my cousins for shit. I probably spoke to some of them over.
Seen some of my family members in so long that if we walk past each other about how much life has changed and people have grown beards and grown hair and bro, probably would be the perfect strangers to each other until we sat down and had a conversation. If we sat down and had we don't even got to wear face masks out here, and I still wear that shit when I go out in public just so I ain't approached by people. Like I go out like Michael Jackson used to in a goddamn costume. If I know people ain't gonna bother me. Like
Bro had the costume and the medical mask on.
And I tell my girl all the time, I'm like, man, when I'm in public, man, I got on a fucking hoodie and a face mask on, and I don't want to be bothered. I was like, you gonna catch on to what I'm doing in the long run, and when this shit get bigger, when you don't want to be bothered, you're gonna be like, man, this motherfucker knew all the time what was gonna happen. But I was like, man, shit.
No, that's real. That's real. No, that's crazy, bro. Because my family, bro, in North Carolina, they've been having, bro, family reunions for like 30 years. Like every year. It's crazy, bro. It's really crazy how like that family's been doing that since like 1969, bro. Like in the same place in North Carolina, bro, the small area, like Williamston, North Carolina. They just be doing at the same homestead area, bro. And then they do it some other places, but
it's so much history there on generations, bro. I understand why. So it's like wanting to follow that tradition, and hopefully the next generation continue to, give it another 30 years in the long run, bro. And me being 34, bro, I only been to fucking 2 family reunions my whole life. I ain't never been to a wedding because I ain't never really seen nobody get married. I see this shit on TV, but bro, nobody. You be looking for a motherfucker leave you a ring in a tub, so you think one on your finger. I don't come from that like my mom and daddy married and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like I didn't see them get married, so shit. I don't come from that. I mean, I see this shit on TV. I aspire to have myself, but it's like, bro.
Yo, hey man, I knew it was coming. I'm surprised it ain't coming to fucking interview, but boy, you hell, my boy. It don't matter. Whenever
Yeah,
you talk to Matt, you gonna laugh.
I told Tim, if we ever get a show, bro, trust me, like one of the top motherfuckers that had motherfuckers laughing, bro. But it's just real talk, like where I come from. You really would be lucky if a motherfucker left you a ring in the tub. Get alone. Get alone. Somebody went to K's Jewelers and bought you one. Shit, you're
Bro,
lucky.
a ring in the tub, damn near guaranteed. And you say you lucky somebody leave you that, but
Exactly.
that should say a lot.
Exactly, bro. 'Cause I did like out here, bro. Trust me, it's a lot of women. Look at how Glorilla is. It's a lot of women that portrayed it. Like y'all probably look at it like Glorilla made it as far as she did with it, but it's real women out here that's super masculine like that. Glorilla just had a little talent to be able to go with it and to be able to prosper off of it money wise. But it's real women out here that's like masculine like that, and it's like don't no man actually want this. So that's why I'm like, you be lucky that somebody would leave you a ring in a tub. You know what I'm saying? Nobody going to Jared's or motherfucking K's Jeweler for your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to be real in your soft girl era, and like, and it's just it's hard to find out here. There's like a diamond in the rough. It's like a lot of rhinestones out here, but that shit like a real diamond in the rough out here, bro. Like,
right. So it got to really be in your soft girl era to really.
Yeah, like you know what I'm saying. Like, unless you just being with somebody that's goddamn as hard up as Glorilla, whether it's an act or whether it's just in general, like this just distasteful for a man. Like, now if a motherfucker's like, well, get out and change the brakes, she be looking at you like, well, you the man, but you portray to be the one. So shit, you portray to be one, so get out and change the brakes. You don't want to do that. So that's why I'm like, you got to really be in your soft girl era, bro. I just don't. It's just Memphis in general. You don't really see a lot of people get married. So when I see TV, like it's something that I personally aspire to have in the long run. It's just I can't say that I'm looking for the right one because I got the right one, but in the same sense, just when I do it, I want to do it and be able to do it for my family to come out because I come from a big family as far as 7 brothers and 4 sisters. I've never seen them get married like this. Just some shit they probably went off and eloped and did. So to actually do it the right way, and for my people to be able to see me do it the right way in the long run, I just feel like is another level of accomplishment for me in the long run.
Yeah, because it's honest, it's restructuring honestly, like the black family. Because like you're saying, like my brother in North Carolina, bro, that nigga has 12 kids, bro, and probably like 12 kids, probably like 4 different baby mamas. So, but in those small towns, it's kind of like.
You know why I don't deem that it's crazy in my mind though, because like I said, I got 7 brothers and 4 sisters, and then when and then if you really kind of get deep into your history, when you think about when people say, "Oh, my grandma had 18 kids," well, ask your grandma, are those 18 kids all by the same person? They just seem regular to have a big family. So when you say that to say that people have a big family right now is refreshing to hear because, like I said, I come from a big family.
Yeah,
but even though one kid in today's time is pricey as fuck, but to have such a big family as a right now, I think is a real blessing. There's a lot of benefits to that.
Yeah, and all the nieces and nephews, they know each other. That's to me sometimes that's the crazy part, because sometimes you can have 4 baby mamas or something like that, and there could be a brother and sister that have no connection whatsoever. So for the fact that all my nieces and nephews know each other, I think that's an accomplishment in itself, even if how he did it was whatever, but that's an accomplishment right there.
And some shit people don't realize that just money can't buy. It's just life experiences in general is more than you can take to the bank. You know what I'm saying? This the type of person I am. Like I just get off on what life in general have to give, man. Because no matter how much money you make, I value my time over the money. Some shit I might just do for free simply because shit. I might try to use the platform to put out a message to certain people that need to hear that.
Yeah.
So I'm not one of those people that's super hard up on money. I just enjoy being able to give back, man, because I remember when I wasn't able to give it all. And sometimes the best thing that you can give is direction. Something that you can take with you. You can give a person $100 today, and they'll turn around and spend it 10 minutes after you gave it to them and be right back broke. But to give somebody a piece of advice or something that actually they can take further with them, because sometimes that's all a person needs. some type of positive direction.
That's it. They just need just a little bit.
And that's where I say when it comes to the music. So when I do interviews, I try to express as much as possible in an interview so people understand, people that probably just in the same business as we in, that man, no matter what you're going through, do this shit because you love it. Don't do it for the dollar amount, because like I said, you obviously already sitting on a talent that's gonna get you paid in the long run. But don't do this shit to keep up with the scope. Like, just do this shit because this is what you love to do. You're gonna get compensated for it regardless. And like I said, to just be able to put your story out there, and other people may be going through the same thing that you're going through, but they feel like they're the only ones going through it because they don't hear it enough coming from people that actually went through it. Sometimes that's all they need to continue to progress forward in the long run.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. That's real. That's real. Yeah, because like you were saying, like having a high value, no need to worry about the money. If you have a high value talent, you're going to have high value in this world. So you're going to find your place wherever you're needed. It's just ultimately knowing, like you just said, that you're sitting on this talent and that you have to work on it. Like they say, no work, no rain. So that motherfucker ain't gonna flow with blessings. You ain't gonna do nothing. Get your ass up.
It's a lot of people that got talent that didn't even know they were gonna be famous. They just did this shit because they loved it, and just so happened, like I said, got compensated for it in the end. So that's why, like, some people don't even do it for and that's why I try to tell people, don't worry about the money. Like, yeah, I know you want to ball and you want to look like you got this and you want to look like you got that to people, but people can't put a judgment on you if they don't know what you don't got. Like, we don't know what they're walking past millionaires and billionaires every day, but because they don't dress in fancy shit, we thinking shit, oh, they don't got shit. Whole time they got enough to feed 3-4 generations. You look like money and don't got no money, and they don't look like they got money, but got a crazy amount of wealth. So which one do you want to be? So that's why I go with the most known unknown part. Like, shit, you know, just being ducked off and being reserved in life, bro. And shit, you ain't got to be fancy, because you can't expect nobody. You don't have to worry about nobody holding you to a standard that you're not putting upon yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Got to go to social media and say, oh, well, I got $1 million. And then you got 20, 30 people trying to judge you and tell you how much you don't get. You didn't have to go and put that expectation on yourself for somebody to respond to you. It don't matter what you got.
No, I feel you. Yeah, like I'm 28 years old. So like being 28 now, like it's interesting to see just how every year in life, like throughout like my 20s, like every year it's been like something new, like something like refreshing. It's kind of like, okay, like this is happening now. This is happening now. Like this year I'm turning 29. So it's kind of like you were saying, like it's just different elements that you see and that you implement day by day that ultimately like help you become like who you want to be or who you want to set an example for, like you were saying.
Such a
Nappy, you fucked me up, bro.
Wait,
I don't want to cut
it's
you
my
out.
beard.
You said 28.
I'm 28. Yeah.
What
my
the fuck?
beard, bro.
But your
Hold on. So how old do you think I am, Nappy?
Didn't you say you was like you what 33?
35. So
35.
yeah, but damn, what the fuck? You said 28. Man, my whole mind just said, hold on.
But I'm just saying though, even at 28, where your mind and where your level and mindset is, you think that you much older about how you carry yourself. And
Yeah, bro, like grown ass man energy, bro.
And this grown man shit, bro. That's what I was about to say. Like right after you got done talking, I was like, bro, I used to be a certified asshole, bro. I was not a compassionate person whatsoever. I was a certified asshole, bro. It took me, I was like, always front and center a gangster, and I just love the fact that I've become more so into my gentleman role and learning compassion and learning to feel and sympathize in other people's shoes, because I wouldn't always like it. I'm to the point. I'm to the point.
Asshole, bro.
I mean,
when you be turning, hey Nappy, if we all meet in person, don't let Matt touch no thermostat, bro. We all gonna suffer.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm anemic, so I'm gonna keep that heat thumping.
Beat that shit at 85.
Hey, man, bro, it get to the point, folks start, you going like this, pulling the collar on your shirt. Like, can't breathe.
Yeah, bro. just the asshole that I once was, like I had zero compassion, bro. Cause like I said, in Memphis, like nobody show no pity for you. You be looking to 16, 17 out here, bro. So for me to be able to make it to 34 going on 35 is such a blessing, bro. Like it's just taught me compassion. Shit that I didn't have occur in the world about, like I've learned to have a compassion for. And another thing, looking at my kids, which or just kids in general, and looking at how they're not able to do the shit we used to do when we was young. Like remember when you were young and able to go out for Halloween, and it was kids everywhere. And now when Halloween shit come out, now when Halloween and shit come around, it's like very minimal. They don't get to enjoy that shit as we used to enjoy out. They don't really know what outside is. Like you don't see kids riding bikes up and down the street like that, or you don't really see kids outside playing on a basketball goal, just a neighborhood function. You don't really see that. So I feel so much for this generation. That's why I'm like, I enjoy putting out music, but I don't want to put out the music that's going to entice the generation to continue to fuck up. Like, I want to put something out there that's going to kind of level this shit out to where people enjoying life in general. Because like I said, like, every chance I get, I try to send Slo some shit on IG just to show him how fucked up shit is in Memphis. And it's like 14-year-olds catching 50 charges on carjacking and robbery and shit, bro. And when I was 14, I was stealing bikes and stealing out of stores, but I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm gonna carjack somebody, I'm gonna rob. Like I wasn't thinking about that. Like I was thinking about just honestly having fun. So when I did take something when I was 14 years old, like it was a bike, it was like candy and shit out the store, but it's
like some minimal shit.
Yeah, like 14 years old today in Memphis. Oh, these folks out here with switches, got 50 and 60 robbery charges, like it grown man shit now at 14 years old. Probably haven't even broke their virginity, ain't attempted to drive a car, like the most outrageous shit. And for the amount of time that they're gonna get for that, they won't even understand what the world like. The real world. Never get to understand what it's like to have kids and have a family, like shit of that nature. So it's like I just don't kind of want to be the one that's enticing that fuck up in Memphis. So that's why I kind of like, if I'm able to get out, at least the streets wise, and still do something positive and productive while still being in Memphis, I feel like everybody can. But then again, shit, nobody really putting no direction in these kids in the long run. Right. So eventually, shit, I want to be able to go to schools, create programs and shit in the long run. But I want to be able to establish myself first to where I'm able to actually give back. So that's why I was like, shit, just where I come from, like I'm learning to be more on the compassionate side, and you know what I'm saying, and understand what life itself is like. Like, you know what I'm saying? I could watch TV right now and some of the shit that I used to watch when I was younger that I probably should have been drawing tears about. Like I just be sitting watching this shit like it don't affect me. And now they could play the saddest piano on TV and then hear a tear come running and I had to I hit that ass. I'm like, I'm there like Steve Harvey right now. Someone can look at me too long and my eyes are fucking around and tear up like
you and your Kango hat phase, boy.
I said, bro, like shit, I didn't, bro. Compassion is set in on me. Compassion is set in on me like in the worst way right now, but in the best way as well, bro. Because like I said, like they can play the saddest violin or something on TV. That's why I hate watching. I like watching TV or something with my girl, but certain shit like I had to turn away because I'm like, she can't see this, or we watching this light off, like. Yeah, bro, like compassion and got a hold of my ass, and right now I'm in a bro hug with compassion, but I'm also enjoying being the gentleman side as well, bro. You know what I'm saying? From like people don't really show love or show pity as to what your situation is, or try to even embrace you and put you in the right direction. So I'm just glad I was able to come up in a way that I came up in order to make that change.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think too. I see it like on Instagram and all that now more. I see a lot more black men actually like coming out and being like that teacher or being like that leader and showing men that you can have compassion. Like you can do these certain things as a human being and not be looked at as less than because you're doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I think we all kind of tired of seeing shit going in the wrong direction. Like today, it was in Cobb County in like north of Atlanta. It was just a shooting at the high school. The little young niggas want to be the biggest, I don't know, the gang, whatever. I don't know what the shooting was about, but they got videos of them shooting at the high school. Like, bro, y'all throwing y'all whole life away before that motherfucker start, like Max said.
I said, like,
I'm tired of seeing this shit.
we used to fight and get suspended from school, but it's
Yeah,
all
like, we coming back, though.
yeah, like bringing a gun to school and wanting to shoot up school, like to fuck up the education in that type of way. Like I enjoyed being a class clown and shit, and an asshole when I was in school, but when I finally started having multiple interviews, people gonna actually get to see a side of me that most people don't really get to see. Like they know, but a lot of people don't know, bro. I stopped going to school in the 8th grade, but Tim would tell me all the time, like, bro, ain't no way you stop going to school in the 8th grade. Not the way that you articulate and say shit and put words and shit. Like, bro,
yeah, like it's unnoticeable.
The best teacher,
You never know.
exactly. The best teacher in life is life itself. It's only so much that you learn from school that you really apply from real life. Like school and real life are two different. Like both of these are real life things, but the shit that you learn in school is only so much that you can apply outside of school. That's basic reading, basic math, basic comprehension. All that X plus Y plus Z shit. Like when have you used it?
Never.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I stopped going to school in the 8th grade, bro, and I just been winging this shit.
Man, finna fuck up my parlay.
I just been winging this shit, bro. And in all honesty, that's why I say, like, when I think about things that actually saved my life, I don't know how I made it this far, but I can't do nothing but get that glory and that praise to God. Because, like I said, where I'm from, like, people don't make it nowhere near 15, 16, 17. Not into that. Just to look at this shit, like if you go and look at the numbers in Memphis at the moment, that shit is through the roof. And it's up. So it's like it's something that I want to be able to bring to the city if possible that can help change the narrative. So that's why I'm like, I'm not trying to as much as push the narrative. I enjoy making trap music. I enjoy making spin music. It's a part of the culture down here as well as in the universal. But
yeah,
I push that narrative so much to where when motherfuckers look back, they be like, well, he damn near the Uncle Luke of the spin music out there, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be looked at as the godfather, none of this shit of helping fuck up the culture any more than it already is fucked up. So to be able to make feel good, this is where jailing with the other guys throughout the group in general helped mold me into something that I didn't know I even had in me. Because like I said, I never thought I'd be making pop music, rock music, anything outside of what I'm used to here. Never. Like it took TM to humbly break me from that shit. Like he didn't tell me stop making the type of music that I like to make, but he was like, yeah, well, this is what we doing today. So it's like more so follow the leader because of course he the head. So just naturally, he humbly broke me without actually telling me, hey, stop making that shit. Because you know, again, the type of music where I'm from, that's just the last thing that came out of Memphis R&B wise was like K Michelle. I can't think of much R&B outside.
Damn.
Yeah, I can't think of much R&B outside of K Memphis.
And K Michelle make country music now.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't know what she was doing,
bro.
Time I see her,
I don't know no R&B artists in Memphis at the moment. None. When you think about it, none. Because you don't hear that. You don't hear that type of music. It's always some shit that's gonna fuck some up.
Yeah, like I was just listening to like you're saying, bro. Like Big Moochie the Great has a fucking project called Incarcerated. And
you know what's funny? I just told Slo this. There's somebody that I didn't say, I'm not gonna say I grew up with because I'm older than Moochie Great, but I watched Moochie Great grow up to where he is right now.
Got you.
He come from the east side, like I come from the east side. But it's just funny to see him. Like I used to literally, when I was ripping and running the city, Moochie Great used to be on a bike. He was way much smaller than he was. He was a fucking kid. He was bad as fuck, but just to see where he came from to where he at right now. It's a blessing to see where he at now. It's just still, it's a lot of the shit that he doing right now. Like y'all don't really see the behind the scenes part, but it's a lot of shit that he doing right now that just kind of, it might come back to bite him in the ass later.
Yeah, cause Young Dolph, I've been listening to Dolph since I was in high school. Like me and my bro used to sell packs of just listening to Dolph, just ripping around in this Monte Carlo, just getting the essence of that. And like I'm like a big fan of like all of his artists that he has in Paper Route Empire, because right before he passed away, he dropped that Illuminati project, which was wild. And like all these new artists came out that I didn't hear about. So it's crazy to see them, and a lot of them now are all locked up. I think Big Unk is locked up. I think Big Moochie the Grape is locked up.
He just came home a week ago.
Oh, he just got home.
Yeah, because
he just got home.
Yeah, it's like somebody in our group and Crash Dummy, like he like anybody want to work with him, we send him shit.
As much as I love to, I'm gonna pass.
No, I already know.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he a good dude. It's just street politics, man. Like, I could kick it with him. He a good dude with no problem. It's just some of the things that he get into. I'm cool with both sides. And again, I just don't want to be the middleman in between it. So it's like, I pass. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I mean, you making good music, but in the same sense, not to jinx him on no type of way, but at the rate of how he move, and you just never know how much more longer he got to last, because you one of those people that still go to the hood. Like you work money. You don't have to go to the hood, but you still go to the hood. And we all know how that end. Not per my say, but we just all like know how that end. Like I'm also right up the street, not even 10 minutes, probably 5 minutes. NLE Chopper stay right up the street from me.
Okay.
I respect what he got going on, because he make a lot of feel good music, but he also make a lot of dumbass music too. But as of lately though, even though I don't agree with him remaking Hot in Here and shit, I mean, he just kind of still makes shit that's danceable.
Yeah.
I really like ride type music, so he still make bops that you can dance to. But in the same sense, I mean, shit, for Chopper to be as young as he is, I feel like he putting on for the city. I feel like Deuce was also putting on for the city. It's just Deuce spent more time dancing and shit on TikTok than he actually took his career serious.
Because he was dropping, it was some hot shit, bro, was dropping for a minute. And then I think 2020 was probably like some of his last bit that I've really heard from, bro. But I guess like you're saying, he's on TikTok. I didn't even know, bro, be dancing like that.
Dance videos and shit. And I mean, you just kind of getting yourself into trouble with running back and forth to the city and going back and forth to ATL and shit. It's just, that shit just never paying out. So it's like, you can't have 1 foot in and 1 foot out. And if you're gonna if you're gonna be all in, then completely go back to the hood or completely keep it business. But don't be 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because it never end good. Like Pooh Shiesty was that way. Pooh Shiesty in jail. Like I said, a lot of artists and shit that come from Memphis, I don't know what it is about when they finally get money, they just hit another level of fucked upness. Instead of actually, like, y'all try so hard to get out of Memphis, and you finally get out of Memphis, and you do the dumbest shit that'll land you right back here. And you think what you can get, the one thing I've never did was take my Memphis mentality elsewhere. Like I still don't get me wrong, I take my Memphis mentality elsewhere, but what I'm saying is I know what I can get away with in Memphis. I don't know the laws in other places.
Got you. That's what my homie said about New Orleans. He keeps his New Orleans mentality at home, and then when he came to Cali, he was like, I had to like switch it up.
Yeah, because what you can get away with in Memphis, then no way you're gonna get away with that shit somewhere else. That's why when Pooh Shiesty did what he did out in Florida, they bammed his ass when they finally caught up with him. He would have got away with that in Memphis because Memphis you can catch a body and bond out on about $10,000 and be right back out on the street like it never happened. That's another reason why the crime rate is through the roof because you can bond out on that shit and be out here a free man. And your man is in they man at the young age that they is, they're like, well, shit, they go back to the hood and they like, I'll be the body. So now it continues to repeat itself because they continue to bonding out on the same shit. So they're not taking it, they giving them a slap on the wrist for, the shit that they're doing. So in the long run, man, it's gonna continue to be a repeating thing out here in Memphis. But you go take that shit off of Memphis soil, and you probably never be seen and heard from again.
So you ain't gonna get no bond.
Bro.
Bond. They're like, you in there for 20 years.
And that's on the low. That ain't even on the high. But 20 years is enough to make a motherfucker write a children's book on their way out there, motherfucker. 20 years, goddamn, if you can't change within 20 years and think on a compassionate level, you might as well stay in that motherfucker.
Might as well stay, bro.
You ain't learned enough.
Bro wrote a book and got his GED in that bitch.
And
every day.
You better shit.
And one thing about NLE Chopper though, I see like bro be like he makes positive like videos. I see that. Like bro be like speaking like I guess like eating healthy and he be doing that a little bit. So I can appreciate that.
It's just him being torn in between 1 foot in and 1 foot out. But when he's seeing as much money he's seeing, he don't want to lose that. So that's why I was like, man, when you start to seeing so much money, bro, you just gotta, shit. You can't take everybody with you, and everybody can't go, and you can't worry about when you do leave the people that you couldn't take with you. If they was meant to come, either
they would have been there, and like what they're gonna think, like, oh, am I not hard enough? Am I leaving the hood? Am I helping? I'm like, bro, you've helped who you help because if they was in your position, they probably wouldn't help your ass at all.
And that's why it's shit floating around to this current day about Chopper at the moment. And if I get a chance to talk to him, I tell him like, bro, that gang shit don't matter in the long run, bro. You got 2 kids. Once this shit found you and you making good money, you got a family, you got a lot to live for, bro. And they not on it at the moment. And with them not being on it, you can't make them see what it is that you see. If anything, they'll be happy for you and tell you, bro, stay away. But as they say, I when I was coming up, I always heard misery love company. But I didn't understand it until I got older. And some people want you to be fucked up because they fucked up. And if you got the mindset to make it as far as Chopper made it, man, continue going up and continue going in that direction because you don't owe them shit. If you move, if you move somewhere to the suburbs, their mindset is not nowhere near the suburbs. So you will never see them in the suburbs. So you don't have to worry about what they say online. You reading that from a mansion. They reading that and got a fucking hole in the roof with a garbage bag with 2 bricks holding the top of that motherfucker to keep it from raining on the inside.
With a bucket on the floor.
You know what I'm saying? So shit, you don't owe them folks shit, bro. You owe it to yourself and you owe it to your kids to keep pushing that positive route to continue to go to continue to put this shit down for your kids, bro. Because when you leave, you want to be able to lead them something. And like I said, I understand. Like I used to be Chopper age. I didn't already been your age, bro. I truly understand. I was one of those people that was like, nah, I ain't never leaving the hood. But the time I tell Slo them all the time, I'm like, bro, I stay in the suburbs now. But I never have adjusted to the suburbs. And I tell my girl this as well. Bro, it's so suspiciously quiet in the suburbs. I'm looking out, I don't do drugs, I don't sell drugs, none of this shit. I don't do nothing illegal. But I always peek out the motherfucking window like I'm in a craziest trap house, like crack smoke coming out the chimney of the house.
Bro.
I'm always got the blinds like that, bro. Like,
I'm in the suburbs too, and I don't know why. I'll look out the window at 1 in the morning, like someone's gonna be right.
Because it's too suspicious, bro. I tell my girl this all the time, and I tell Slo them this all the time. I'm like, bro, it's so suspiciously quiet that it just seems set up because I'm so used to noise.
Yeah.
I'm so I don't quite know what peace is. I'm so used to the noise. So when I look outside, I don't see none of that shit. Just suspicious. It's suspiciously quiet, bro. I'm expecting when I look out the window to see motherfucking somebody in a Jason mask with a goddamn machete about this long standing.
Yeah.
but it's never there though, bro. It's never there. So shit. I'm just grateful for where I'm at though, bro. Like, but I just never really adjusted to understanding what peace is. Like, I'm still trying to master that part. Like now when I go to Atlanta and I actually go look at like the aquarium and shit. Like we used to do that shit when we was little in school when they would take you to an aquarium and shit. I didn't appreciate it then because I was just happy that we was outside of school.
Yeah, outside your area too. Like
so now to actually go back to the aquarium and actually look at fish and shit and just marvel at what's actually going on in nature and shit in general, I can imagine how Michelle feels in goddamn Australia. She probably would have been able to feed a motherfucking giraffe out her hand just on a, you know what I'm saying? Like I could understand it. I could understand what type of peace that may bring. Like I'm still trying to master peace, bro. And there's no money in the world that can honestly master that piece. Is just something that you got to kind of find within. So that's why I was like, I'm glad that I've become like a compassionate person now and understanding that it's okay to drop a tear when you hear that violin on a stuff like
like I was saying, like at 17 or 18, like my sister pulled me to the side and was like, so like what you really want to do with your life for real? And like people asked me that question like before when I was younger. It didn't really make sense, but at like that age, it just hit me like a ton of bricks. Like what the fuck? Like, do I want to do? Like, who do I really want to be like as an individual, like in this world, as like a black man in this world? So like at an early age, it kind of like started snowballing into being like, okay, I wanna implement this. I want to be like this. I want to do that. Cause like you were saying, like we don't sometimes have like the luxury to like sometimes have that peace or like sometimes have that quiet. So to like be able to like then transition into like this new form of manhood, it's just so real. Cause like we're saying, I just think as black men right now, we're like currently like shedding off a lot of like excess skin and excess like PTSD traumas and different things that have been holding us to be quote unquote tough or not to talk about it for so long that it's just time to now release that and to actually have like these talks for real and really get down to understand like you said, it's okay to have compassion. It's okay to cry. Like some men don't even like holding their girl's hand in public because they're so hardened into like what they've been going on. So to like understand, like to have that change it's important. It's serious.
Yeah. It's men are so hard up right now that if you said, hey, let's go to this swimming pool party, a motherfucker show up with a first down coat on and jeans and to get in the pool with his motherfucking hands in his sweatshirt, all clothes on, because he think he too tough to fucking go get his hair wet and go swimming. Like it's plenty fine ass girls, everybody enjoying themselves, with food and shit being served, and here you is being tough where it's not even needed. My girl will definitely tell you, like, bro, I'm definitely figuring out the compassion part, but this shit just, like you said, with past traumas and shit, like, definitely. I don't like kind of holding it over other people's head, but in the same sense, like, I don't know, bro. I'm definitely shedding to a point where I'm becoming more so of a gentleman, bro. Like, I damn near feel like I'm an honorary Isley brother or some shit at this point.
That nigga's a temptation.
Yeah, like, man, that's just kind of where I'm at with it in life right now, bro. Just, you know, enjoying shit for what it is. And when I'm able to go outside and hear birds and shit chirping and not hear gunshots and blue skies and just, bro, I'm enjoying it, bro. Like, I'm just still trying to figure out how to master peace in all actuality without it feeling suspicious. The day I know it stopped feeling suspicious is the day I know I have masterpiece. But yeah, I'm trying to shake that suspicion part because, like I said, it's just suspiciously quiet. Like I'm just used to so much commotion and shit going on somewhere that when you go somewhere where it's quiet, it's like some shit just gonna pop out or something just gonna happen because that's what I'm used to.
Yeah, because like because in North Carolina, my family from like the projects like down the street. So like being in the suburbs here, and then like I was on the porch, bro, and like this kid, like you said, it was a kid. He probably, bro, wasn't even like 16, man, 17. He was like, "Yo, bro, this dude beat up my little brother on the basketball court. I'm about to go get him." Pulled out a big ass switch in the middle of the street, bro. Walking, I'm like, bro, what the like? I'm like, and like, you know, and the thing is too, it's like there ain't no adults too, so there's no guidance. There's no guidance around. Luckily, he went there and he got his ass kicked and then used the switch and whatnot. He came back. So, but it's the fact of like, damn, bro, these kids got, like you said, these big ass switches walking in the middle of the street, maybe about to kill somebody. But luckily, I was on the porch just waiting to just hear.
That motherfucker go off.
I was just waiting. I was happy to just see bro holding his eye. I was just happy to see that. Just in that, but I'm like, damn, like someone's about to die right now on that basketball court.
And it's crazy because we grew up with two different switches. Like I had the actual branch. I was getting hit with that motherfucker. And now in today's time, they got the other switch because shit, you gotta think the grandmamas these days is goddamn early 30s. You don't got the actual grandmamas with the gown, the glasses, the wig. You know, shit fucked up right now.
Yeah. Those grandmas are gone. Those
Man,
grandmas are gone. I got one grandma left. One.
yeah, both mine gone, bro.
Yeah, boy.
I learned a lot. Still learning a lot, bro. And just like I said, just taking life for what it is, man. And glad we made it this far to be able to transition into what we have transitioned to, bro. Because like I said, I couldn't tell you what the fuck I was gonna be in the world. Like I said, I stopped going to school in the 8th grade. So in my opinion, if I actually had it my way, I probably wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? But again, like God's timing just leading and guiding me in the right direction, man, just gave me a whole different purpose in life. And another thing, like I had a daughter first. That's another thing. Cause I know how I used to be in a woman's ear. That fucked me up. I was like, you know what? I'm having a daughter. Like I probably was the only person that went to the motherfucking ultrasound and OBGYN to go look at the ultrasound and probably threw a fit in that motherfucker. Like my baby mama and her sisters and mama and shit was super happy. Cause they all, and then here I am, the only dude there. I'm gonna have a daughter. Man, that fucked me up. But that also saved me too, because if I'd have probably had a son first, I'd have probably still been doing dumb shit because I'd have been like, well, son, this is how you handle this, that, and the third. But I ended up having a daughter. And then after she turned about 10, I ended up having a son later down the line, which is now currently like my daughter about to get ready to be 16 this year. And my son is about to get ready to be 7. So I had a son like later down in life, but I had went to like the little school programs and shit. And my girl also got a son. And just like the little kid songs and shit that they be singing, like I said, that shit just, it'll send my eyes watering, bro. Cause I'm like, damn, we really about to be goddamn granddaddies one day. Like we're gonna be the sole provider in life for real. Instead of having a person to be able to go to, you're gonna be the person that people gonna come to. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like most times you go to your elders for direction, but now now we're coming up on that age to where we're gonna be the elder that the people are coming to. So it's like shit. Just how the motherfucking roles kind of reverse. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't have one yet, but I can imagine having a daughter. That's
Man,
That will reevaluate everything on how you talk, treat, do everything with the woman. If you weren't doing nothing right first.
man, I'm just glad I didn't have a daughter in today's time. Like the OnlyFans era is crazy.
Oh my Lord.
You know what I'm saying? The shit I see on the internet right now is like, I laugh at this shit when me and Slo be talking. I be like, man, bro, you don't understand how much I be thanking God, like, bro, that you saw fit for me to be a male. Because women have, like, I just couldn't see myself being a woman for a day. Like, my legs would be like this. No, I'm not going outside. I don't want to do no women fit like I said, but I super overly salute women because they go through so much shit. And not necessarily because we put them through shit, but just the life difference between carrying yourself as a male and what it may be to carry yourself as a woman. So I overly super salute women in their place on this earth and, you know, the power that a woman holds. But I personally couldn't be one. And I thank God that he saw fit for me not to be. Because like I said,
Like crossed.
As a male, it feel good to be the giver and it feel good to actually be getting, but necessarily as the female, like I don't know what that's like for them. I don't necessarily want to know. But you know what I'm saying? They just go through more shit. Like we live more so carefree and they live through like the more so emotional part. And that's a bit
It's
much.
wild. It's wild out here. That's why I gotta salute Michelle, because she's in a male-dominated industry, dealing with motherfuckers with egos who don't really give a fuck probably sometimes, rather than like, you know. So it's just the things that women may just have to just deal with just on a daily basis, and they gotta look up.
I tell women this all the time though. I was like, you know what? Right now, whether a lot of women know or not, like right now is overly daytime in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like women are doing more than what men doing. Like women are running circles around the men in today's time. So I salute the women in the industry at the moment.
Look at Nikki and
what you got to say?
Nikki and Megan at the same time.
Yeah, like women having a great time in the industry right now. I'm sitting back enjoying this shit. It's just.
But I think you have to work to gain respect and trust and like be taken seriously. Like that's like a slow, and you can't just like force it on someone or expect it overnight. Like I think it's like a slow, like genuine process. And like Megan, if you totally gain respect of everyone, they take them seriously. But yeah, I think like even if it is much more our time and like more of a wave, you don't want to get caught up in like oh, they're only listening to me because they have to, because otherwise they'll come at me for like a Me Too reason or like something like, you know, like we don't want to like a pity card, you know, or like so I think that's something to navigate still always, is like getting taken seriously and respect.
The fact that y'all able to get in, like y'all play such a big role because it's a lot of rooms that y'all able to get into that some men just aren't able to get into. And I don't think a lot of people understand it, but there are a lot of rooms that women can get in that men just can't get in. It's something, you know, like men probably think even with the ego or the money thing that, oh, I can get in whatever room I want to and get around whatever person I want to. But in all honesty, it's just some rooms that you can't get in as a man, that you need a female to be able to go through that door. And that's another reason why we have a female producer on Crash Dummy, because there's some rooms that us as males won't be able to get into. And to be able to have a female representative on the forefront as well, that make me feel good, because Chanel be putting her shit down when it comes to actually producing. Like she is a workaholic.
That's dope.
Most definitely. And you a workaholic yourself. Like I try not to, like I tell you all the time, like I try not to bother you because I know you probably got a ton load of shit that you had to do, but
she got to deal with all us. I really try not to mess with you at all.
Oh my God. No, you guys can message me anytime.
This
Thanks,
the
though.
thing. I look at your IG and I'm like,
She
I
just lit
love wherever you been at. So I'm like, I'm gonna leave her completely the fuck alone. I want you to enjoy yourself.
This shit
Thank
ain't life threatening or just. I'll just be like, you know what? I'll wait.
Well, you know what? I work through all of that. Like everything you see on IG, I am full-time working in the background. I just have found the ability to do both and like trust myself and like gain the trust of others that like I can handle it no matter where I'm at, what time it is, like what time zone I'm in, what I'm doing. Like I pride myself on like you can count on me, like I'm reliable, but I can balance both. And it took me a long time to get there because I wouldn't let myself like go anywhere. And then all of a sudden I finally got past that. And then I just went off and I was like, oh, I'm going here. I'm doing as much as I can because now I finally feel like stable enough or like secure in myself enough to like handle it. But I don't, yeah. And I like to deceive people a little bit. So it's a little bit of a front of like, you would never guess what I do, and I want to keep it that way. Like, you know, like kind of like how you said, Mac, like the most like known unknown is like I'm not like, yeah, I post here and there about like my cool like work stuff, but it's not like my only thing. Like I'm a person too, and I don't know. I just kind of like to show people that like you can be both, you can have both, you know, and like because there is more to life than work, and it took me a long time to like even give that to myself and stuff. So, but it's also so important, you know, obviously. So anyway, bottom line, don't worry about where I'm at. Hit me up, I got you. Like I won't be like, oh no, I'm not responding, I'm on vacation. Like it's not even vacation, it's like I just am working remotely everywhere. Like yeah, so I got you guys. But thanks for respecting my space.
Mhm.
But all good.
When I see you skiing, I don't want you trying to text me and like, no, don't worry about me. Enjoy yourself. That shit looks
Oh
so
my God.
cool.
Oh, it was sick. No, but I was taking my glove off, responding to Will and shit like that. My face, I was getting frostbite on my hands.
Like,
Yeah, but thanks. No, it was pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
I can tell. I was like, damn, I gotta go one day.
Yeah, Canada is stunning. Like, wow. Yep.
No,
It was
now you're in
crazy though, because
Australia
where
with
we
the
were,
kangaroos.
yeah, well, it's funny, where we were in Canada, it was all Australians. So
Oh,
weird. Yeah. So I don't
Hmm.
know. It's a weird world out there, the more you see of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
No, it is. Yeah. Obviously, then Michelle just random emails. I'll be like, "What's going on?" Just one email though. That's it. Not multiple. Just one.
even as
Just
a,
one.
even though just as a male too, you know, you don't really want to hit it no crazy times of night because you just never know.
No.
Even though you like, oh, just hit me up whenever, and I'm like, okay, I take
One.
consideration. She like hit me up whenever, but she might be huddled up, and the last thing you want to talk about is working. Y'all might be in the middle of a movie, 2 in the morning, just anything.
Oh. Yeah.
But
Well,
the
I
way,
mean, the only thing that now I am dealing with is now, like, I am actually asleep, like in Australia. Like, it's 3 a.m., I'm asleep, and it's like normal time for everyone else. So that's what I am trying to navigate. But yeah. But anyway, no, seriously, guys, don't worry about it. I have to blow you up a lot, so it's like it's got to be an even exchange. Like you're welcome to blow me up because I have people telling me do this, do that, get this, get that, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to hit up these guys. But yeah. By the way, I've been listening to this whole thing like a podcast, so that's really fun.
it's definitely been
I
an
was like, we should have just recorded the whole thing just for a little extra podcast content.
yeah.
I feel like my homie did. I feel like Jerry did. Did you record any of that?
Yeah.
Cool. You recorded everything.
Wow.
This was a hell of an experience. Even though this slow second time around, this is my first time around. I had to kind of hit Michelle like, so yeah, what's my boundaries, if there are any boundaries, just to make sure if I gotta come with a different type of etiquette. But she was like, no, just be yourself, everybody cool. And this is just a hell of an experience for me, for my first time around doing an interview with y'all. I enjoyed it for sure. Looking forward to having many more interviews down the line. But shit, just the fact that we follow each other now, I mean, shit, simple conversation here and there, I mean, it's fine with me. But it's definitely been a hell of an experience for sure. And I definitely thank y'all for having us up.
Oh yeah, for sure, bro. We've been talking for almost 3 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
I started this at 4 o'clock. It's about to be 7. Well, where I'm at.
yeah. That's
56.
great.
I'm like, shit, I'm gonna go in here and get me something to eat.
Yeah, I'm like, it's about that time. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I was like, Nappy will be doing huge bong rips during the interview, so there's nothing to worry about.
I feel like he probably only hit them bone rips a couple of times because he was like, man, I don't want to miss out on shit. So let me hold out for a minute. But he was tuned in on everything though. I said this shit was it's crazy, you know what I'm saying? Just like I said, this experience alone with y'all in general, like I said, mean more to me than money. Cause like I said, just to even be able to share my story with y'all, I might not wake up tomorrow, let's say that. I don't know that. But at least I'll left a piece of information out for other people, later down the line. So at least I left people with something. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, up top. Yeah, bro. And when you guys come out to the LA area, I film at the Kush Factory, which is a Taylor gang
They're gonna love that.
affiliated. So
That's Ricky P's studio, you guys, is where Nappy records. So yep. It's all incest. Just kidding.
I wish I'd have known that. I wish I'd have known that when I was just in LA.
Oh, thanks, Slo.
Yeah, I was out there. Damn, when was that? I was out there with Tudo.
Oh shit.
What about November, September, maybe?
I can't even remember. The way time been flying, bro. It's like everything a fucking blur.
I be having to ask my girl like, what day it is again? I asked her that like 5 times in the same day, like it is. So I be trying to tell I got a million things going through my mind, and the last thing I think about is the last thing you just told me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, next time, I know.
Yeah.
I know now.
Every month I film there. So bro, if you out here, let me know. And we walked in, like she said, it's all pretty much in house, all the same people.
Matter of fact, damn, Ludi Boy knew I was out there, but I think I can't remember what the fuck happened. So I probably would have been at the studio with you, Nappy. I don't know.
It could have been around the time when no, it wasn't. It wasn't around the time when I interviewed, bro. It wasn't around that time.
I did tell Ludi I was out there.
Yeah.
Cute. Let me know
I
next.
interviewed Ludi like 2 years ago.
Oh no, I got you, Michelle.
Yeah, just because obviously I'm currently obviously not there, but that's where I'm from. Grew up, born and raised, and worked for the past 5 years with Taylor Gang. So I have some people for you to link up with and things to go to, and I'll know like if events are going on and stuff to pull up to. Ludi is great for that too, but yeah, we can both help out. Yeah, cool.
Damn, sure keep that in mind. Unless I see you snowboarding, then I'm not saying anything.
No. I can't let that stop the business. Don't let it stop the business.
Hopefully one of these days we all can goddamn go snowboarding. That's definitely gonna be an experience for me. That's a long way from me playing a snowboarding game on the first PlayStation for sure.
Real. I gotta do that.
The game was called Cool Borders or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, that shit a long way from me actually.
What's buddy name? Sean something. He kept winning the Olympics.
Sean White.
Yeah, I think it was his game.
Yeah. Oh, Sean White. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Bro skateboarded and snowboarded.
Yep.
That's just crazy.
But
yeah, no.
Casually killing shit.
Yeah.
No, real talk. That's just wild.
Well, thanks again, guys.
Yes.
Thank
Good
you.
stuff.
And we shall begin.
Yep, we will. Shall see y'all in person next time.
For sure, for sure. Man,
All
y'all.
right, bro.
Thank y'all again
Yes,
for it.
yes.
See y'all.
Yes, sir.
Peace.
Yep. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you guys for tuning in to Bong Talk. You can either watch or stream this on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple Podcasts. And also, thank you to all the sponsors of the show.